The winter of 1887 arrived early in Blackwood Ridge. Snow covered the mountains, the rivers froze, and even the strongest ranchers stayed close to their fireplaces after sunset. But Noah Callahan wasn't most men. At 38, the rugged cowboy lived alone on a ranch at the edge of the forest. The townsfolk respected him, though few truly knew him. They knew he'd once been engaged. They knew the wedding never happened. And they knew he never spoke about it. Only one companion had remained by his side through the years. A loyal German shepherd named Scout. Every morning, Noah and Scout rode through the woods checking fences and searching for lost cattle. On one bitter December evening, Scout suddenly stopped. His ears stood upright. Then he bolted into the trees. "Scout!" Noah called. The dog ignored him. Snow crunched beneath Noah's boots as he followed. "What's gotten into you?" Scout barked desperately. Again and again. Then Noah saw it. Beneath a snow-covered pine tree, a woman. She lay motionless in the freezing snow. Her pale hands trembled weakly. Her lips had turned blue. Noah dropped to his knees. "Ma'am!" No response. Scout whimpered beside her. Noah carefully wrapped her in his coat. As he lifted her into his arms, something glimmered beneath the collar of her dress. A silver necklace. A delicate locket shaped like a wild rose. His breath caught. "No!" His shaking fingers touched the pendant. He knew that necklace. 10 years earlier, he had given it to the woman he loved. Lily Harper. The woman who had disappeared without explanation days before their wedding. The woman he had mourned for a decade. "No!" he whispered again. "It can't be." But when he brushed snow from her face, he recognized her. Even after all these years. "Lily!" Scout barked softly as Noah rushed her back to the ranch. All night he sat beside the fireplace, changing cold cloths, keeping the fire alive, praying. Just before dawn, Lily opened her eyes. For a moment, confusion filled her face. Then she saw him. Tears immediately spilled down her cheeks. "Noah!" He stared at her. "You're alive." She tried to sit up. Pain flashed across her expression. "You shouldn't have found me." Anger mixed with heartbreak inside him. "You disappeared. You let me believe you were dead." Lily lowered her eyes. "I know." "Then explain." Silence filled the room. Outside, snow tapped softly against the windows. Finally, Lily spoke. "3 days before our wedding, my father confessed something. He owed dangerous men money. They threatened to kill you if he couldn't pay." Noah frowned. "What?" "They knew I loved you. They said if I married you, they'd come for you next." Tears rolled down Lily's face. "So I left. I thought disappearing was the only way to save your life. You should have told me. I was 19. I was terrified." Noah stood and walked toward the window. 10 years. 10 years of wondering. 10 years of pain. All because two frightened people never had the chance to say goodbye. "What happened after you left?" he finally asked. Lily looked down at her trembling hands. "My father died. I worked wherever I could. I moved from town to town. I heard you built a good life. So I stayed away. Until this winter." Noah turned back toward her. "Why come back now?" Lily hesitated, then reached into her coat pocket. She pulled out an old bundle of letters tied with ribbon. Every letter Noah had written before their wedding. "I never stopped carrying them." His chest tightened. "I read them whenever life became too difficult." The room fell silent. Finally, Noah sat beside her. "You should have come home. I didn't think you'd forgive me." He looked toward Scout sleeping near the fire, then back at Lily. "I don't know if forgiveness happens overnight." Lily nodded sadly. "I understand." She slowly stood. "I'll leave once the storm passes." But before she could take another step, Noah reached for her hand. "You spent 10 years protecting me." His voice softened. "Maybe it's my turn to protect you." Lily stared at him. "After everything? You broke my heart." A tear slipped down Noah's cheek. "But somehow, you never stopped owning it." Lily covered her mouth as tears fell freely. Outside, the blizzard raged across Blackwood Ridge. Inside the ranch house, two people sat beside a fire, sharing lost years, untold stories, and the truth that time could never erase. 3 months later, when spring touched the mountains once more, the people of Blackwood Ridge gathered at the small white church. Scout proudly walked down the aisle carrying 2 silver rings tied to his collar. Laughter echoed through the chapel. As Lily reached the altar, Noah took her hands. "You disappeared once," he whispered. A nervous smile crossed her face. "I know." He squeezed her fingers. "Don't make me chase you through another forest." For the first time in 10 years, Lily laughed. "And sometimes, the people meant for us don't return when we expect them to. Sometimes, they come back wounded, carrying regrets and untold truths. And sometimes, all it takes is a loyal dog to lead us back to the love we thought we'd lost forever."